Okay, so next step, let's create a data. Let's call it create db.python.py. okay, so let's open that up. I like the Vim more than Sublime in this one, so let's let's import first. Let's import the MySQL connector as DDD. I like it that way. I'm gonna create a variable, connection variable, DDD.connect to, first things first, let's give it its arguments. Localhost, D is the host, the user, like we did before, is root, and the password is tour. Okay, let's delete the semicolon. I'm gonna create a first cursor, connection cursor. Okay, so this is so much faster than the terminal, so let's do. Okay, so what do we need as in the Python script to define a database? So first things first, let's do an SQL formula 1, let's call it that way. Okay, let's give it this thing. Let's drop the database if it exists first. Let's drop database if exists, and the name is YouTube tutorial, I guess, if I still remember. Okay, that was 2 minutes ago. Okay, so SQL formula 2, I'm gonna create the same database. Okay, so let's create database and let's call it YouTube tutorial. The SQL formula 3, I'm gonna use the database. Yes. Okay, let's use the YouTube tutorial. Okay, another one, SQL formula 4. Let's do, so these are just variables. We are gonna use them later, but I'm just creating them for the sake of repetition and those stuff. So let's create our table. I'm just creating these queries and I'm putting them in these variables, so later on when I'm gonna execute them, it's gonna be easy for me. So I'm not gonna write the whole query again when I'm executing it. So the table should be named products, right? So in this product, I want these columns. First of all, I want the product ID, just like before in the terminal. So okay, 11, not null, of course. This can be null because that's our primary key. Auto increment as usual. Let's do the name now. var character, variable character, 50 characters is the top. Not null, of course. It should have a name, a quantity that is in stock, quantity in stock. Okay, this should be an integer, 11 characters, top. Okay, not null. Okay, after that, I feel like the unit price, this should be a decimal one, decimal 4 2. Okay, so four numbers, 2 after the column, not null, of of course it should have a unit price. And after that I'm gonna specify my primary key. So my primary is product ID. So that's done. My engine again is the INNODB. Okay, the default is gonna be the car set Unity F8, not 6.8. Okay, so just Google this out if you don't know what this does. So I don't actually have the time because the databases are not actually the purpose of this general course. So general CI, that's another query. Let's do SQL formula 5. Okay, so we are in the last step of these queries. I'm gonna define the one where I'm gonna insert rows in it. So I'm gonna insert into products, hopefully. Okay, products, the name, the quantity. Okay, this is messed up. Okay, the quantity in stock and the unit price, the values. Okay, Arabic again. Okay, just fast forward this. Okay, so the first one is called laptop. I still remember laptop. Okay, give it 70 and the unit price is 80. Okay, this shouldn't be exact, but just for the sake of those who are not following us. Okay, so the last one is CAMAOS 704.24. Okay, so that was our last formula. So let's make a list of them. So formulas, that's okay, that's a weird name. So SQL formula 1, SF2. Okay, so this should be in order. Okay, SF3, SF4, SF5. There comes the explanation. So I'm gonna use a list comprehension technique. So let's do cursor dot execute. So I'm gonna use this variable cursor dot execute s, and this s is s for s in formulas. Hope that's clear enough. Connection.commit changes and save the file. Hopefully it will do its job. So data, create database, hit enter, and there it goes, the error. So product ID doesn't exist in table. Product. Okay, so data, create table. Let's edit this. Where is this? Product ID, I think the primary key, product ID. Okay, create table, create DB. Okay, so out of range value for column unit price. Okay, I did a I mistyped something. So data create DB. List out of range. So when is this? Okay, the unit price. I knew it was that. The last one. Okay, it did execute that. So let's go use the terminal again. Root b toor show. Okay, so let's just use YouTube tutorials. Tutorial. Okay, YouTube tutorial. Show tables. Okay, describe. Okay, this is where products. Okay, oops. Okay, let's run it again. Describe products. Okay, this is our table, and select all from products, or select just the name this time. The name and the unit price. Okay, there it goes. Everything's in there. We have successfully created that with a Python script. So next up,